Sorry for the smutty intro, but you know what they say? Sex sells, even in the fresh produce section of the supermarket. Peppers are native to Mexico, Central America and Northern South America. Pepper seeds were imported to Spain in 1493 and from there spread to Europe and Asia. The mild bell pepper cultivar was developed in the 1920s in Szeged, Hungary. Preferred growing conditions for bell peppers include warm, moist soil in a temperate range of 21 to 29 degrees Celsius, cans friendly in other words. Bell pepper contains 94% water, 5% carbohydrates and negligible fat and protein. They are rich sources of vitamin C containing 97% of the daily value. Okay, here's my the fruits of my labour, an update of the plants, how they're going. These spindly looking tomato plants actually have produced some fruit. There's a couple of cherry type tomatoes that I've produced, I think about 4 in total, so it's not exactly a big crop. They're not super healthy, I might have over fertilised them. These are the flowers, they're looking okay. This one thinks it's supposed to flower as well, but I haven't seen any evidence of that, but this one's doing okay. Now what I've got there is the mint. Mint's doing quite nicely, just likes lots of water, so that's fine. Now down there I think they're green peppers, but they don't seem to be fruiting at the moment, whereas the ones I've elevated here getting more light have been doing quite well. And here's the star of the show so far. This is probably after about 2 or 3 months of growth since I actually planted the seeds, but that's getting to a reasonable size. I'll be able to pick that in a week or two, I imagine. That one's about the second biggest, and I've got some small ones here. Another bit of fruit there that's coming. It's good in a way they're not all maturing at the same time anyway. You probably, really, I should have planted them in stages. I've still got some spinach to plant, a whole pack of that now. I hadn't even tried that before, and that's something I eat all the time, so that'll be quite good, and maybe I should just space out the plantings on that one. But yeah, there's a few flowers there. They come from flowers just like the tomato, so I've never grown these before, so it's quite a learning exercise for me. But they're not too hard to grow up in this climate. I think these ones have got the Yates potting mix, because that's all the new stuff. And that's a much better potting mix than the Brunnings down there. And I'm not sure if those tomatoes are in Brunnings or Yates. They might be Yates. But again, I think I've just over-fertilised them. So it's a lot of guesswork, to be honest. So that's my update. It could be worse. All the plants are alive. Tomato plants are doing the worst. And I'll just have to work on that one, but at least I'm going to get some green peppers. That's really good, and a little bit of flowering. Not as much as I'd hope, but I have limited amounts of sunlight coming in through here. It flares up quite a bit. You probably can't even see that image. This camera has a tendency to really flare up when I've got a lot of ambient light, which is very annoying. I put the filter on, but it doesn't seem to be helping. Same thing happened to me in Vietnam when I tried to get a panoramic shot from the top of a roof bar, so a bit annoying. The other godsend here is it's actually quiet here for once. It's around 12:30 and the kids, all the creche kids are probably stuffing their faces or sleeping, thank God. So I was able to do this one without the noise interruption. So anyway, that's the update for my garden. I hope you enjoyed that, and it gives me a sense of achievement anyway. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever, and either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great. But please don't ignore me. That's the worst thing you can do on YouTube, is be ignored.